Hey guys, so we just went over using trigger and understanding how those work, and because of that, this pickup script will be so easy to understand. It should be a lot easier after showing you that using trigger, right? So let's go ahead and create ourselves a nice little pickup for our mouse guy right here. What I'll do is I'll make my pickup item, which I think I'll just make it a small little cube. So click on the cube. And then the middle box here is what you use to evenly make it smaller or bigger. Using any of the other ends will put it in some awkward shape that we don't need. So I'm going to keep it as a nice cube. And I'll just make it smaller. And I'll also give it a nice little color here, maybe the red. Let me just bring it close to the ground so he can pick it up. A little too close. And I'll put it right there. This will be my pickup test. So we'll call it pickup test or pickup item. I'm going to show you how we're going to make this and make it so we can duplicate it and all that cool stuff. Got our little pickup test. Let's go ahead and create our pickup script. This script we're going to use for certain going forward. The item itself, we will replace this with an actual gem of some sort or some sort of item that will need the character to pick up. So we're going to be doing that in another video. I'm going to go ahead and create my script here, and I'll call it pickup. And as you know, we're going to put it on the item. Put the script on the item. Oh, Unity's still processing it. When you move too fast, that's what happens. All right, and put it on the item. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hop right into that code, and you see exactly what we're going to do. If you recall, with the trigger, all we gotta do is create that on trigger enter flag that basically that function that communicates with a trigger. On trigger enter, all we're gonna do is then destroy, and we're gonna have it destroy itself. So we put this game object. Look at that. We are basically done. I'm gonna save and head back into Unity. Let me show you the script one more time. There it is. Pause if you need to pause. On trigger enter, boom, boom. Now the private don't even have to be there, but that's just how the code generates it. I'll take it away. Okay. Destroy this game object. Lowercase g means the game object this component is attached to. So I technically don't even have to write this because lowercase g already means this game object. Okay. There's a lot of short codes in there that kind of means the same thing. Now, the game object here is set to destroy when something enters the trigger. However, it is a solid object right now. If I walk to it, boop, I can get stuck on it. You see that? I can possibly jump on it too. Yep, jump right on it. So, it's a solid game object. To fix that, all we gotta do is where the collider is. We're not gonna turn it off. If we turn it off, it's not a trigger, it's basically just a solid object not colliding anymore. Okay, so the difference now is actually having it on, but then setting that is trigger. Once we've done that, our pickup works like a charm. See, run over, disappears. Just like that. Welcome back, guys. It's time for that particle effects I was telling you about, and I browsed around. I found this one, Cartoon Effects free, and by far it is absolutely amazing. This is the one that I'm absolutely going to use. I can't speak. So let me show you it. They actually have a open web, a WebGL demo you can click on that shows you all the effects. You can check them out. So 50 unique effects for completely free. Once you've downloaded that component you need and it's loaded, you have a scene like this where you see all the effects. Just click to show the effects. So this one is bats. We have big splash. This could be used for like when you enter water. There's blood, splash, like impact, heartbreak, okay, enemy, death cloud. A lot of these are really awesome. Oh, here's some pickup effects for like diamond pickup, heart pickup. I'm not even gonna go through the rest of them. I'm gonna go ahead, open in Unity, boom, and then here we are in Unity. Hit download. If you haven't downloaded already, don't forget you do have to hit download, then import, Again, you're gonna see the top folder here, right? This top folder is where they're all gonna go into, and then all the subfolders. This one, I am almost pretty sure they're gonna give us some sort of demo. Prefabs are usually exactly what we're looking for. Prefabs are the effects with that is already set up, because it requires materials and all kinds of stuff like that for the effects to work. But a prefab is like, oh, we've already put it together, it's gonna work perfectly well. So now just put on a prefab. Just have everything selected and then just hit import. And we're gonna have the effect. All right, I'm gonna stop my camera so we can focus more on the screen here. All right, and just wait for this here to import. I like to just drag them into the scene and see them. All right, so this little light explosion there, and I like this. And I'm gonna use this for my items here, just a small little spark to show that I've picked them up. So this is what I'm gonna use. And here's what I'm gonna do to keep myself organized. You can move stuff around, absolutely. You can move stuff around. I'm going to just take it and put it in this area right here. So I'll say, yeah, this is gonna be an original prefab, like I'm making a new preset of what, out of that folder I dragged it. So that means that it's here. I'm gonna delete it from here now. All right, I can drag it in or spawn it in using a code. See, spawn it in using a code if I want to. I just drag it in and delete it. But that same one is still back in here, wherever I was earlier, where I found it. It might have been here. No, it was on lights. This lights. So it's still there in that folder, but at the same time also right here. This just gives me a lot more freedom. You drag them in here, and if you drag them back out into your own folder, you can resave them as like your own. And so I like to have that freedom, because then I can rename it, give it a shorter name, like pickup FX, and I feel better about that. Okay, pickup FX. So the way this will work is on my pickup script. Find your pickup script. Remember, we walked through how it works. Let's double click on it and open it up. All we gotta do is spawn that thing in at the location of the object before we delete the object. It's game object, obviously. And then whatever name we want to call it. So it's gonna be my FX. Let's call it FX, actually. So like I said, we want to just spawn it in at this location before we destroy it. So the word to create a clone is instantiate. Then you gotta tell it what? Instantiate effects, whatever effects is going to actually represent. Whatever it's going to represent. Where? Transform position. The position of this thing transform. And then it wants to know like a rotation. The easy way to say you don't care about the rotation is the big word returnian dot identity. Basically, we don't care about the rotation. Just use the rotation off the particle itself. Just use the rotation of that. And then this is going to destroy the game object. So when we spawn this in, this will stay, the clone that we've just spawned in, but the game object will be destroyed immediately. They're both going to kind of happen at the same time. So watch what will happen here. I'm going to set it on this fry. I'm going to set the particle. So from the asset folder, not from inside the hierarchy. See, I don't have it in there because we're going to spawn it in. I'm going to take it and connect it to this. The script is updated, so every item now requires something there. If you see that, every item requires something there. So I'm going to take the fry, and I'm going to take the carrot, and I'm just going to do it for these two. Only for these two. These are still empty, so I'm going to delete them. Right, and watch this. I'm going to take this carrot, drag it into my asset area. You can put it in a specific folder if you want to, but we haven't created one yet. Say original prefab. I'm going to take the fry, Same thing, bring it into this folder, original prefab. So guess what? Now when I drag them out, they keep their size. Oops, not the effect, the caret. I can just drag as many out as I want to into the scene. But look at that, they already come with the effects, all of the preset created. So these are what prefabs are. These are what you're seeing in this folder when it says this prefab, prefab, prefab. Those are what prefab are. They're already been configured and set up. So now you can just drag them out and clone them in a sense. Okay? So all of these have the same pickup script set to spawn in this effect when we pick them up. Let's see if our pickup looks a little bit better. Ooh, I did like that. Look at that. Now that looks absolutely better.